If your team got guaranteed money, tell them call me.
Whoop. Make me say, my.
I done been around the world. Yeah, I was made for this.
Player Performance with J.A. Cavalier.
Welcome back to another episode of Player Performance, NFL Week 16. I am J.A. Cavalier, your favorite capper's favorite capper. Sorry for the late drop, the late episode. Dealing with a little illness, a little bit sick. Don't worry, I'll get better. But we're going to get into NFL Week 16. Do us a favor first before we start. Smash that like button. Be sure to like and subscribe. Appreciation is always appreciated. If you're new to the channel, welcome. NFL Week 16, free picks. All you need to know to beat the books. First, let's recap Week 15 with Tessa Hall.
Back it up.
One more time.
All right, let's see that again.
Here's your NFL Week 15 recap. Battle of Pennsylvania. Fly, Eagles, fly! They flew over the Steelers to a 10th straight win. It rains in California, and teams don't know how to act. Rams and Niners combined for less than 20 in an LA win. The Saints clock operator was holding the time for New Orleans' win. Cheated, and still couldn't get the dub over Washington. Patrick Mahomes gets injured, Jameis Winston stays throwing picks, and the Chiefs got another win. Will Levis memes are dropping every week. This one good enough to get him benched in front of his ex. The Headhunters in Houston took another victim, but claimed another win against the Dolphins. The Giants versus the Ravens? How did you think that one was going to play out? Yeah, exactly as you thought. Aaron Rodgers, showing signs of life, proving he still has a pulse, getting a win over the lowly Jags. The Bryce Young regression game was real. Dallas ate up the second-year QB. Baker Mayfield baked the Chargers, take control of first place. Mike Harbaugh turned the khakis dark brown. Bo Nix could have had his Rookie of the Year moment. Instead, he threw more picks than Anthony Richardson. Still got the dub. Pat's head coach throwing his OC under the bus might have driven it over him after another horrible performance. Jared Goff, 5 touchdowns? They definitely won, right? Wrong. You've been Josh Allen. No Geno Smith. I guess the whole team sucks? Didn't see that one coming against Green Bay. Caleb Williams probably wishes he had just taken that NIL deal to stay in college. Battle of the Mid-Offs. Vegas and Atlanta. Advantage Atlanta. That's your NFL Week 15 recap.
So, of course, a late drop this week, but I had to make it to the mic. Had to make sure that I dropped this for the community. Guys, you know we love you. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. We are going to do a show next week. That's right. Holidays aren't going to stop the bus, not going to stop the train. We're here. We're committed. We're going to make sure we get this to you out every week for the entire NFL season. I promised you at the start of the season I would, and I'm holding to it. You guys already know. And as you know, the free gift card winner, the Santa Cav giveaway is going on Instagram right now. If you want, you can get in the Telegram channel right now, and that'll give you instructions on how to enter that. I give away 12 gift cards. Actually, I usually give away closer to 20, but I say 12 for the 12 days of Christmas, of course. The Amazon gift cards, I give away 12 of them for the holidays, just to help you guys with some Christmas shopping or spoil yourselves. Either way, it's all good. We give them away, and what you're going to do is you're going to go to my Instagram. You're going to like that particular post. You're going to drop a comment on that post. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's important. Drop a comment, and the best 12 comments or the best comments that we deem as the best comments are going to win a $200 Amazon gift card. I know we've already picked 10, but we always go over that number. We'll announce those a little bit later today and start sending out the DMs on Instagram. So all that will be via Instagram. So just make sure you follow me on Instagram. It's that simple. If you don't know how to do so, link in the description below. And guys, what the fuck are you doing? If you're not involved in my NFL package, you're literally just costing yourself money every single week. We are on a 43-13 run in the NFL. 61% in the NFL this season. Nobody's putting up numbers like that. No one but yours truly, your favorite capper's favorite capper. Link for that also in the description below. And I'm going to drop that here for the holidays. $100 the entire NFL season. You can get that by clicking the link in the description below. All right, NFL Week 16 free picks. Let's go.
Giants versus Falcons.
Falcons are laying 8.5. The total here is at 40.5. So this is the Burnsy cringe game. Every time we come to a Giants game, Mike Burns just cringes. Listen, I feel like I've been actually kind to the Giants this year. Tickets, Giants, money, Falcons. The lines dropped from 10 to actually 8.5. This should be the easiest under of the season. I don't care who suits up for New York. 3 different quarterbacks, 17 points or less in 4 or 5, averaging 15 a game. Worst offense in the league by nearly 3 points. That's historically bad. Fewest offense touchdowns in the league, 4th fewest yards. What is there really to like about the Giants? You know what I like about the Giants? I like their defense. 7th in passing, and they face a rookie. Kirk Cousins, of course, is now out. Michael Penix Jr. is in. Falcons 12th in scoring, 17 or less in 4 or 5. Penix isn't going to change things. Give me the under the posted total.
Lions versus Bears.
Lions laying 6.5. The total here is at 47. So those of you who watch this show religiously, you guys know I'm coming in this week with a heavy heart. My heart is actually broken. It's breaking. Listen, it sucks when relationships end. And all relationships end bad, or they wouldn't end at all. Sunday afternoon, I laid in bed all day, box of Kleenex. Went through old pictures, old reels, old videos of happier times, the times we spent together. I, of course, ate a tub of ice cream, Cherry Garcia, don't hate. Avoided all texts and calls from friends. It may seem our relationship was a little one-sided, and it's probably true. Some may say I actually used you, and that's probably true as well. And yes, absence does make the heart grow fonder. Monty, you're going to be missed. And guys, we never know what we have until it's gone. You're always going to have a piece of my heart, Monty. It's not you, it's me. I feel we need to see other people. And you know what they say, guys. The best way to get over your ex is on to the next. So give me a Jahmyr Gibbs anytime touchdown. Gibbs over 1.5 touchdowns. Gibbs has 11 touchdowns on the season. That's 7th best in the NFL. 3 in the passing game. Touchdowns in 6 of the last 8 games. 9 of 14 games this season. With our guy Monty sidelines, Gibbs' usage is going to go way up. Give me Gibbs anytime touchdown. I'm laddering that. And he over 1.5 touchdowns as well. And it does feel a little dirty, feels a little grimy, feels a little slimy. Feels like we're cheating on Monty. Someone who's been good to us all season, cashing ticket after ticket every single week. And worse, we're doing it with his roommate.
Browns versus Bengals.
The Bengals are laying 7.5. The total here is at 47. So this is a battle of OHIO. Bengals are definitely the focus here. Look, I'm not going to lay 7.5, but I do like Burrow in this game, in this spot. My money's going to be on him to throw at least 2 touchdowns in this game. You can get that line at 1.5, and it just feels too easy. He's torching defenses right now. Most passing yards in the NFL, 36 passing scores. Also best in the league, 74 QBR, 3rd best. Best part of it, he's hit this prop in 6 straight, 21 touchdowns in those 6 games. The Browns defense, pretty bad. Pretty bad. 18th in total yards, 26th in scoring. Cleveland as a whole, they ranked 18th against the quarterback position. Allowed passing touchdowns in all but 2 games this season. Allowed this prop to hit in 2 straight, 7 of the last 9. Martin Emerson, starting cornerback, 110th out of 115 eligible cornerbacks. That's not good. Burrow's going to easily surpass the 2 touchdown mark in this game. Give me Joe Burrow over 1.5 touchdowns. You might want to get cute and ladder that shit. I can see the Bengals putting up a pretty big number.
Titans versus Colts.
Colts laying 3.5. The total here is at 42.5. Now, this one opened up at 4.5. It has ticked down to 3.5, which is pretty odd, at least for me, because tickets on the Titans, money back in the Colts, I don't love it, but I have to take Indianapolis. And I'm just dug in on fading Tennessee right now. I will reiterate, I don't love the Colts, but I hate the Titans even more. Will Levis, absolutely awful, finally got benched. Brings us to Mason Rudolph. Listen, I'd rather burn my money than put it on Mason Rudolph. QBR is in the low 50s. Lost 2 of his 3 starts as a Titan. The only win came against the Dolphins. but that doesn't count. That was without Tua. Tennessee 1-9 against the spread last 10. Division game with travel. 2-5 on the road this season. Colts have won 3 straight in this series. Let's make it 4 straight. I'm going to take the lesser of two evils. I'm going to actually back Anthony Richardson and Indianapolis.
J.A. Cavaliers Pro Football Triple Crown. 3 NFL games for this Sunday. 3 straight, 3 two-team parlays, 1 week, $99. His Pro Football Triple Crown must go 3-0 or the entire NFL season is free. J.A. Cavaliers Pro Football Triple Crown. Link in the description below. Click the link now and jump on the money train.
Rams versus Jets.
Rams laying 3. The total here is at 46.5. So clearly everyone's coming in on the Rams. I can't actually talk you guys off, but what I do expect is I expect points. So I'm hammering the over in this spot. Last week we did hit with the Jets team total. I know I swore off the Jets, but I did play that. Full game also went over. In fact, the overs hit in 4 straight for New York. Aaron Rodgers, 339 and 289 passing yards the last 2 games. More importantly, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. On the other hand, they've allowed at least 25 points to be scored on them in all 4 games. So the Jets are scoring and giving up points in bunches. The Rams are also scoring and giving up points in bunches. Take the last week game out of the equation. That was rainy, cold in San Francisco. But before that, 93 points allowed in 3 games. Kyron Williams should have a day against the 16th ranked run defense, 10th worst in rush yards EPA. Bottom line, 2 legendary quarterbacks, 2 defenses that have cashed out. I can absolutely see a Rams-Bills type of game here, a back-and-forth battle between 2 great quarterbacks, 2 legendary quarterbacks, Stafford and Rodgers. So give me the over the posted total, Jets-Rams.
Eagles versus Commanders.
Eagles are laying 3. The total here is at 45.5. So the tickets are on the Eagle. Money is actually heavy on Philadelphia, yet this line has dropped the hook. And look, guys, you know this about me, right? There's one thing about me, and I don't actually mind it. I like being on an island. Actually, I prefer it. Toes in the sand, fruity cocktail with a little umbrella. I've always said this. It's all about the salt life. Tiki huts and flip-flops. And this week, I'm on Commander's Island. Give me the Commanders plus the 3.5. Might have to spend a little bit of money on the juice to 3.5 to get it north of the field goal. Look, Washington outplayed Philly a few weeks back, at least for the first 2.5 quarters. That game was, of course, in Philadelphia. It was the biggest game of Jaden Daniels' young career in Philly on national television. And what happened late in the second half? Saquon Barkley went nuclear. Last week, ref, screwed us out of a win. We had Washington. We were laying the 1.5 in a 2-team teaser. Jim Quirk, you owe us some money. You stopped the clock for no reason, but that's for another video at another time. And yes, Jim, it's coming. Washington has a better offense, 6th in scoring, Philly is 8th, 15 yards, Philly is 8th. Advanced stats, EPA is .14 compared to .11 in favor of Washington. Quarterback pressures are about 4% less. Most teams can't keep up with Philly, but that's not going to be the issue for Washington. So I'm getting the better quarterback, the much better coach. Even Eagle fans think Sirianni's a tool. At home, in a division revenge spot. Hurts, Brown, they're beefing. Sirianni's going after players on the sideline. All of that is masked by the fact that Philadelphia is still finding ways to win. When things are good, those little problems, those in-house things, stay under the covers. But when things start going bad, what's done in the dark comes to light. Give me Washington plus the 3.5. I actually think they win this on the field.
Cardinals versus Panthers.
Arizona's laying 3.5. The total here is at 46.5. Look, I'm loving Arizona in the spot. I don't need to trust their defense. I don't trust their defense, and I'm not going to trust their defense. Cardinals team total over 26.5. It's not even that the Cardinals offense is that great. I mean, sure, 10th EPA per play, 7th in yards per play. They've scored 28 or more in 4 of their last 7 games. It's none of those things, though. Not for me. All that matters to me, Panthers bottom of all defensive categories that matter. 30th in points per game. worse than rushing yards, worse than quarterback pressures. Can't stop a pass, can't stop a run. Arizona should be able to do anything they want. Carolina has allowed 29 a game over the last 10 games. It's downright ugly. Added bonus, Cardinals are still fighting for a spot. Give me the Cardinals team total over.
Vikings versus Seahawks.
Vikings are laying 3 to 3.5. Depends where you shop. And the total here is at 42.5. Can I interest anyone in the under? Look, of course I can. And if you guys watched the Hawks after Geno went down, of course you know I'm all over the under. Look, their season's over. Sam Howell replaced Geno last week. 5 of 14 passing, 24 total yards, an interception, took 4 sacks. Howell managed to gain 5 net yards. That's the ninth worst performance by a quarterback with 15 plus dropbacks since the year 2000. So yeah, my confidence in Seattle's ability to score is way down, just like the score in this game. He started 7 different drives. 24-yard rushing touchdown on a drive that started on the 45. The 6 other resulted in 4 punts, an interception, and a turnover on downs. Now he faces Brian Flores and that aggressive defense, a defense that allowed 12 points last week, sacked Caleb Williams twice. Bears were 1 of 12 on third downs. Yes, 1 for 12 on third downs. Just give me the under in this game. Seattle Seahawks, you guys may actually get blanked in this one. Give me the under, way under the posted total.
Tell me what you gonna do now. Keep rolling.
Patriots versus Bills.
Buffalo's laying 14. Total here is at 46.5. So the books have opened. I have now become a made man into the family. Bills Mafia has welcomed me. Look, you guys know my rule. I don't lay this many points in the NFL. I can't lay 2 touchdowns, but I certainly can't take them, not with the Patriots. Look, New England, I'm sorry, but the Patriots are fucking done. Mayo is a dead man walking. Many feel that Mike Vrabel's already redecorating his office. Just got back. And guys, you could fucking just back Josh Allen in this spot. Josh Allen, anytime touchdown. I get it. It's a ballsy prop for any quarterback, but not for this one. Not for Josh Allen. The guy is just a beast. Freak of nature, 5 straight games with a rushing score. He's not just getting 1 a game. No. That's not what Josh Allen does. Allen has 8 rushing touchdowns in 5 games, 5 in his last 2 alone, 11 total on the season. The numbers speak for themselves. Josh Allen, anytime touchdown, cash it again.
Jaguars versus Raiders.
Raiders are laying 1. The total here is at 39. Guys, I forbid you to watch or bet on this game. This game is not bettable. This game is not watchable. This game is an absolute eyesore. Watching this game is going to be like watching your wife give birth to twins. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And you will never look at the NFL the same. Don't watch this one. I forbid it.
49ers versus Dolphins.
So this game is one either way. Either the Dolphins laying 1 or Niners laying 1. Depends where you shop. Obviously, it's all on injury news. Total at 44, 45. I don't know how you can look at this game, at least from a side perspective. Look, it's pretty much a Joes versus Pros game. The Joes like the Niners. The Pros like the Fins, although that's kind of evening out as well. Could have been a Super Bowl preview. Actually should have been. At least when the season began, at least on paper. Instead, both teams fucking suck. 2 of the biggest disappointments in the NFL. Both of these seasons have all but ended last week. I told you guys Dolphins needed to win out. They had won 3 straight, but then lost 2 of 3. So I'm going to look for someone dependable. And obviously, I'm not going to look at Tyreek, Tua, Waddle, Purdy, or fucking Debo. Waddle may actually miss this game. Tyreek is also questionable. Actually, the tight ends, only reliable pieces on either side. So I'm going to target Jonnu Smith. Career year so far, the dude's been lighting it up. I'd like him to go over 4.5 receptions. He's gone over in 4 of his last 5 games. Prop is hit in 8 of 14, coming off a 10 reception game. You think of Miami, you think of Tyreek, you think of Waddle, but Tua doesn't have the time to get the ball down the field. He has to dump more and more. Run game also a non-factor. Smith is second on the team in targets, second on the team in receiving yards. He leads the entire team in receptions. This shit is a no fucking brainer. Take Jonnu Smith, Jano. Take Smith over 4.5 receptions.
Buccaneers versus Cowboys.
The Bucs are laying 4. The total here is at 48.5. So you have 70% of the tickets, 90% of the money, all on the Buccaneers. You guys remember early in the show when I was talking about the islands that I love? Well, I am island hopping on Sunday. I'm going from the Commanders Island to the Cowboys Island. Everybody loves Tampa, singing Baker's praises. But if you know one thing about Baker, it's as soon as you give him flowers, as soon as you give him props, he always reverts back to the Baker we know and love. Dallas is coming in hot right now. Had that idiot not touched that block punt, they would have won 4 straight games. They did cash in 3 of 4 games, also covered in 3 of 4, scoring a ton of points. And I get it. Cooper Rush isn't sexy. He isn't flashy. But you know what he's not? He's not Dak Prescott. He's not a liability. 7 touchdowns to 1 interception. He doesn't kill you with mistakes. He doesn't put the ball in harm's way. Should feast against this Tampa defense. Bucks do score a ton of points, true, but they give up a ton as well. 30th in passing yards, 19th in scoring. No Antoine Winfield Jr. in this game. They're also missing another 2 safeties. Yes, Tampa's won 4 straight, but 3 of those games were against the Giants, the Panthers, and Raiders. 3 last-place teams, all top 5 in the draft. Give me the Dallas Cowboys. Best bet on this show. Take the Cowboys plus the points. Love them in this spot.
J.A. Cavalier's Pro Football Triple Crown. 3 NFL games for this Sunday. 3 straight, 3 two-team parlays, 1 week, $99. His Pro Football Triple Crown must go 3-0 or the entire NFL season is free. J.A. Cavalier's Pro Football Triple Crown. Link in the description below. Click the link now and jump on the money train.
Again, a very, very, very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, that's right. Whatever you celebrate, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. From myself and the entire team here at ylose.com. That's ylose, the letter Y, LOSE.com. Free picks, stats, trends, scores, odds, and more. That's at ylose.com, the letter Y, LOSE.com. Make sure you get involved with what we're doing in the NFL right now. Guys, we are on a 43-13 NFL run. We're going to keep that train going. Free picks have also been hitting. We're going to keep that train going. All we can do is help to be better this week than we were last week. And you know me, I strive for perfection. And guys, we will see you back here next week as I break down the entire card for NFL Week 17. But until then, remember, yesterday's a memory. Tomorrow's not promised. You're here right now. You're here today. You're alive. Make it count. Papa Roach.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation.